Guys, today's eye look, I'm going to be using all Charlotte Tilbury products. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the eyeshadow palette in the vintage Vamp, which you can see here, these beautiful pinky plummy colours. And just going in with the lighter soft pink shimmery shade, which I will apply over the eyelid, concentrate the colour on the inner corner of the eye for a nice little highlight, and just a teeny tiny bit on my brow bone. I'm not doing a lot because my brows are in desperate need of some maintenance, so I don't want to make it look worse than what it already is. So just concentrating it on the inner corner there. Okay, and going in with the more brighter of the shades, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer corner of the eye into the socket line, and I'm using my fluffy round blending brush that I always use. So concentrating it on the outer part, but I'm also bringing it in on the inner part of the eye, and I'm just sort of leaving that little highlight in the center of the eyelid. I don't know if you can really see that there, but I'm using a clean blending brush just to buff out the edges. So I really just want to avoid the actual middle part of the eyelid, but I'm getting the outer corner and the inner corner with this more brighter pinkier shade, and just making sure that it is nicely smooth and blended. You can see this colour really makes the blue of my eyes pop. So great for blue eyes, green eyes, I mean any colour eyes, but really to stand out the colour, blue and green eyes. And I'm using a more tapered fluffy brush just to apply that same colour to the under part of the eye. Again, making sure everything is nice and blended and soft and fluffy. So now I'm taking the classic eye powder pencil. I believe the colour is Sophia, but I will have to triple check that one, and I will list all the correct names below. So being it's a powder pencil, it doesn't need to be set, but I am just going to line the upper eyelid, and then I'm going to go in with a more tapered, defined pencil brush and just apply that darker shadow over the top. So I have a subtle definition and depth to the actual lash line without being too heavy. So that the Sophia, if it's Sophia and the eye pencil is quite bronzed, I don't want anything too heavy because I really want the colour to be the main standout part of this eye look. And so just applying a little bit of that deeper eyeshadow colour on the lower lash line as well, and just continually going back and forth blending and adding a little bit more product to deepen up the look, but making sure everything is really nice and soft and smoky and totally blended out. So I don't want any nasty harsh lines. And I'm just taking a little bit more of a precise brush again and going back in with that softer pink shade just to really accentuate that highlight in the center of the eyelid. So the exciting part with these palettes is that they have one sort of shimmery shade that works really well if you sort of get in there with your finger. So it's not a typical powdery eyeshadow, but you just sort of dip your finger in and you just sort of pat it on and blend it in, and it just gives you this real pop of extra sparkle and a beautiful highlight. Every palette has a different sort of shade in this sort of glittery colour, and I'm obsessed with them. I use them all the time. Even if I'm not using the rest of the eye palette, I'll just add this little little pop of glitter highlight. So they are super, super fun. And I'm going in with the Full Fat Lashes 5-star mascara. At the start, I loved this mascara, but it transferred a lot on my upper lids. But it is a couple of months old now, and it's like it's sort of dried out slightly, which you'd normally think was a bad thing, but it's actually a really good thing. And it just means that I can wear this mascara more often without having a whole heap of transfer on my upper lashes. So I am really enjoying this mascara now. It's much more wearable now that it has dried out that little bit. So usual, starting on my bottom lashes first and then going in with a couple of coats on my top lashes. Okay, so eyes are all done. Now I'm going to grab the Charlotte Tilbury Beach Stick, which is a lip to cheek cream product, and this is in the colour Los Salinas. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I have something stuck in my eyeball there. It's trying to blink that out. It's irritating my contacts, so sorry about that. So I'm just blending that softly in with a brush, and it just gives a beautiful flush look to the skin, a nice soft natural cheek. And going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Between the Sheets lipstick. And so that's it, my vintage Vamp inspired makeup look using all Charlotte Tilbury products. So I'll list the base products that I've used below, and I hope you have enjoyed this product. Thank you so much. Bye.